Hello, and welcome to Icon's Biography. Today, we invite you to dive into one of the most powerful, emotional, and inspiring life stories ever written in the history of sport. This is not simply a story about football, goals, trophies, or records. This is the story of a fragile child who refused to surrender to fate, a quiet boy whose belief outgrew his body, and a man who transformed pain, doubt, and limitation into greatness. This is the complete life story of Lionel Andres Messi, from the very beginning to the heights of global immortality. Lionel Andres Messi was born on June 24, 1987, in Rosario, Argentina, a city where football is more than a pastime. It is an identity. Rosario is a working-class city shaped by struggle, resilience, and passion. It is a place where children grow up chasing footballs across cracked pavement and dusty fields, dreaming of escape, pride, and glory. Messi was born into a humble family. His father, Jorge Messi, worked long and exhausting shifts at a steel factory, while his mother, Celia Cuccittini, took cleaning jobs to help support the household. Money was tight, but love, discipline, and unity were abundant. From the moment Lionel could walk, football became his language. He was a quiet child, shy and reserved, rarely speaking unless necessary. But when a ball was placed at his feet, he came alive. His movements were natural, instinctive, and strangely precise. Even as a toddler, his coordination was unusual. He did not simply kick the ball. He controlled it, guided it, protected it. His older brothers played football constantly, and Lionel followed them everywhere, desperate to be part of the game. Despite being smaller and weaker, he never backed down. He played with courage and intelligence far beyond his age. One of the most important figures in Messi's early life was his grandmother, Celia. She believed in him with a devotion that shaped his destiny. She took him to training sessions, encouraged him relentlessly, and told everyone who would listen that her grandson was special. When others saw a small boy, she saw a future legend. Her belief gave Messi confidence when he needed it most. When she passed away unexpectedly, Messi was devastated. Her loss left a permanent scar on his heart. Even years later, after scoring goals on the biggest stages in world football, Messi would look to the sky, pointing upward in tribute to the woman who believed in him before the world did. At the age of 5, Messi joined a small neighborhood club called Grandoli, coached by his father. From the very first matches, it was clear that Lionel was different. He dribbled past opponents effortlessly, using balance and intelligence rather than strength. He rarely lost the ball. Parents and coaches watching from the sidelines began to whisper in disbelief. How could such a small child dominate like this? Soon, it became obvious that Lionel needed a greater challenge. He joined Newell's Old Boys, one of Rosario's most respected football clubs. There, Messi's talent flourished. He scored goals at an incredible rate, often dribbling past entire teams. His confidence grew, but his personality remained humble and introverted. While his football development accelerated rapidly, his physical growth did not. As his teammates grew taller and stronger, Messi remained unusually small. At first, it seemed like a minor concern, but soon, it became a serious issue. At around 10 years old, Messi was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency. His body was not producing enough growth hormone, which meant that without treatment, he would remain physically underdeveloped. The treatment required daily injections and was extremely expensive. For the Messi family, the cost was overwhelming. The diagnosis threatened to destroy Lionel's dream. Despite his extraordinary talent, many clubs in Argentina were unwilling to take the financial risk. They saw his condition as a liability. Lionel was aware of the situation. He knew his future was uncertain. He watched other children grow stronger while he remained fragile. The fear of losing football, the one thing that gave his life meaning, haunted him. Yet even in this darkness, Messi never stopped playing. Football was his escape, his comfort, his identity. In the year 2000, destiny intervened. Messi was invited to train with FC Barcelona. When Barcelona's scouts saw him play, they were stunned. It took only minutes to realize that this boy was extraordinary. His touch, vision, and intelligence were unlike anything they had seen before. Barcelona made a bold and historic decision. They offered Messi a contract and agreed to pay for his medical treatment in full. It was a leap of faith that would change football forever. Leaving Argentina was one of the most painful experiences of Messi's life. At just 13 years old, he left behind his home, his friends, his extended family, and everything familiar. The move to Spain was emotionally devastating. He struggled with homesickness, loneliness, and fear. He missed his mother's cooking, his father's presence, and the warmth of his culture. Many nights he cried himself to sleep, but through it all, football remained his anchor. At La Masia, Barcelona's legendary youth academy, Messi entered a world of discipline, structure, and elite competition. The environment was demanding. Training sessions were intense, expectations were high, and competition was fierce. Yet Messi thrived. His small stature, once considered a weakness, became his greatest weapon. His low center of gravity allowed him to change direction instantly, making him nearly impossible to defend. He trained obsessively, refining every detail of his game. The growth hormone treatment gradually began to take effect. Messi grew physically, but he never lost the balance, agility, and quickness that defined his style. By his late teens, it was clear that he was no longer just a promising talent. He was a once-in-a-generation phenomenon. In 2004, at the age of 17, Messi made his debut for Barcelona's first team. The moment marked the beginning of a new era. His presence on the pitch was electric. He played with confidence, creativity, and maturity far beyond his years. Fans sensed immediately that they were witnessing something extraordinary. Under the guidance of senior players like Ronaldinho, Messi flourished. Ronaldinho treated him like a younger brother, offering support and protection. In 2005, Messi scored his first official goal for Barcelona, a delicate chip that showcased his composure and imagination. It was a moment that signaled the arrival of a future legend. However, Messi's early career was plagued by injuries. Muscle problems kept him sidelined repeatedly. Critics questioned his durability and doubted whether his body could withstand the demands of elite football. Each injury was a test of his mental strength. Each recovery demanded patience, discipline, and resilience. Messi responded with quiet determination. He worked tirelessly to strengthen his body and refine his game. As seasons passed, Messi became the heart of Barcelona. His chemistry with players like Xavi and Andres Iniesta formed the backbone of one of the greatest teams in football history. When Pep Guardiola became head coach in 2008, Messi's career entered a new dimension. Guardiola, placed complete trust in him, giving him freedom and responsibility. Messi became the focal point of Barcelona's attack, controlling games with intelligence and creativity. The results were historic. In 2009, Messi won his first Ballon d'Or, officially recognized as the best player in the world. Barcelona dominated world football, winning trophies and redefining the sport. Messi broke records at an unprecedented rate. In 2012, he scored 91 goals in a single calendar year, a record that stunned the world. His rivalry with Cristiano Ronaldo defined an era. Both players pushed each other to unimaginable heights, elevating football to a global spectacle. Despite constant comparisons, Messi remained humble, focused, and grounded. Yet while Messi conquered club football, his international journey with Argentina was filled with heartbreak. He carried the hopes of a nation desperate for glory. Argentina reached several finals, including the 2014 World Cup final, but fell short. Critics accused Messi of lacking leadership and commitment. The pressure was immense and often cruel. After losing the 2016 Copa America final, Messi announced his retirement from international football, overwhelmed by pain and disappointment. The decision shocked the world. However, his love for Argentina and his unfinished mission brought him back. In 2021, Argentina finally won the Copa America. Messi lifted his first major international trophy, tears streaming down his face. The final chapter came in 2022 at the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. At 35 years old, Messi knew this was likely his last chance. He played with wisdom, passion, and brilliance, delivering one of the greatest tournament performances in history. When Argentina lifted the World Cup trophy, Messi completed his journey. Off the pitch, Messi remained humble and family-oriented. He married his childhood love, Antonella Rocuzzo, and became a devoted father. He avoided controversy, focused on his family, and used his influence to support charitable causes. Lionel Messi's story is a testament to resilience, belief, and humility. From a fragile boy in Rosario to a global icon, his journey proves that greatness is not defined by size or circumstance, but by perseverance, faith, and an unbreakable love for one's dream.